What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and this is your breakdown for Roman Reigns. Should I say Roman Reigns, the original tribal chief, OTC. See, the model is Tech Roman Reigns with a different shirt and no gloves and some sneakers once you get to see those. He is a modern era chaotic striker. Thank you for not making him a focus striker like it originally showed. Chaotic striker, and he has links and gear with the bloodline, which is any color moves start with 2 more MP. Not the new bloodline, which has a much cooler showdown ability. SmackDown, Anoa'i, Maivia Legacy, and Modern Era. Only one gear, the original gear so far. His trainer ability, yellow moves that deal damage will deal 100% more damage, and heal gems generated from moves will give 75% more health. So ironically, the original tribal chief is a trainer for the new tribal chief. So read into that however you want to right there. There's a bunch of different ways that you can run him, a number of really good move sets. We're going to start with this one right here. On the moves, the Samoan drop 4 MP purple move, deal a bunch of damage, and then deal some bleed damage. And during each of these turns, there is a 100% chance, I don't know why it just doesn't say deal bleed damage, to deal 4.7 million bleed damage to your opponent. Then deal more move damage and increase your blue MP by 10. Then you've got the leaping clothesline. Deal damage, choose a 5x5 area to make into multiply gems of strength 11. And the lariat takedown, deal damage, make 48 gems into purple. We can take a look at not triple purple, but this blue move instead of this blue move in the mix. But when you look at it 245% versus times 11, 245% is functionally a multiply gem times 2.5. Whereas multiply gems times 11 means that it is 1100% basically. So think of multiply gems this way. There's the gem, and when you do times 2, it adds another gem, times 3 adds another gem, and so on and so forth. So it's 100% buff every single strength that you add right there. So we're focused on bleed damage this first one. Then we'll turn around and look at the gem damage version. But you're going to see the bleed damage is pretty insane. Once you add the entourage in here, Tamatonga, before I was like, you don't use this guy on anybody this month. Oh, whoops, wrong. Moves that cause bleed will do 100% more bleed damage. And purples start with 2 more MP. It's a 4 MP move, so you only need 1 more MP, which is Santa Hogan. Or if you have a midline bonus, actually even a bottom line bonus for this one to work, you could swipe out Kyrie right there and get another 40% bleed damage. Apollo gives you 150% more bleed damage, and King Woods gives you 50% on top of that. So 250, 350%, which means that your bleed is doing 18 million. I mean, times 2, that's not small. That's 40 million just in bleed damage alone once you add the move damage into it, not even counting the fact that you're going to make a good portion of the board multiplies and then turn all of those into purple, which is Roman Reigns' secondary color. No, it's third color, actually. I'm sorry. It goes black, blue, and then purple. Purple's is tertiary along with green. Still, times 11s do a lot. On the strap, there's not really much that you can do to buff the bleed damage at this point, but you could add in the DX Army Assault. Whenever you break 3 or more purple gems, make 7 greens into black. That's his primary color. And then the Bubba Specs, which are super rare, but so's Roman, so that's fine. Whenever you activate a purple move, increase your purple gem damage by 50% for 1 turn. So in addition to the bleed damage, you're getting 100% buff to your purples. So it's not the 245%, but it is, a pretty decent, and you're going to make the whole board purple with most of them being times 11. Whew, that's a lot. All right, on the strap, we've got our 50% gem damage strap, double Fury 2. Note, I am adding a Fury 2 that is a 200% move damage to purple because you're using those 2 purple moves, and one of them hits purple move damage twice with a pretty stout hit on the first one. Plus, since this is the candy store account, or my personal CEC account, not 6 gold, but 6 silver, it does have everything maxed out, so you've got all gem damage 35%. So this is on the higher side of things, but we're not using 100% gem damage strap to make it even more outlandish. But that means if you have 100% modern era striker or Roman, or this Roman specifically strap that you get, you can hit harder. So let's see him up against Zombie Sammy, kind of a... like Zombie Sammy is the version of Sammy that lost to Roman, and he was bitten, and now he's come back to take revenge for not becoming world champion. Also, Sammy, you can't beat Gunther in real life again. I don't want to see that happen. Anywho, before the 99 MP is gone, you'll have all 3 moves loaded to turn 1, which of course means you can swap out your Kyrie into this right away, but otherwise I would still keep the same trainer. But functionally, this move is not going to be loaded turn 1, but that doesn't matter because this one is, and you're dealing 4.4 million move damage with another 2 million move damage, so that's 6 million, and then you're dealing 18.9, functionally 19 million bleed damage for 2 turns, and you're going to pin him. So turn 1 alone, 6 plus, let's just round this up to 19, so you're doing 43 million, give or take, right off the rip. So 43 million just from that one move. Bam, and done. All right, sweet. Now you're going to make a 5x5 area into multi-gems of strength 11. It really doesn't matter where you put them because the next move is going to break pretty much the entire board. I think the entire board minus 1 gem. Yeah, minus 1 gem. You're going to deal another 1.68 million damage right here. You haven't seen the bleed hit, obviously, yet because you haven't hit the Kablawi. But let's watch the Kablawi to see what the gem damage does, and then we will add in what the bleed damage does to get this figured out. That's weak looking. I don't like that. That animation should be the Superman punch or something fun there. All right, we got our whole board. Oh yeah, plus we did that. So it's 25 million damage added in. 25 million damage added in. Wow. So very, very, very easily 60 million turn 1. That purple move is always going to be loadable. Worst case scenario, you could add another purple trainer on there, but that's easy to load. So this is going to work in Showdown, going to work in Boss Battle for if there's bleed. It's going to work for purple gems. Quite frankly, purple gems is the way to go with that. And it's going to work in Feud flawlessly. So, man, and that's just the first move set. Let's take a look at a little variation on that. Your second moveset's a variation on this, but keep in mind, after 99 MP, you're not going to get both of these moves to go off turn 1. My guess, this is not inside information, this is just a guess, is that in November, they're going to introduce another wave like NXT month last year in November, where you get more double 4 MP trainers, and one of those might just be blue and purple. That's my guess and my hope, because this obviously is an insane move set. Now, it's a 5 MP purple move, so if you get that double 4 MP trainer, you pretty much are loaded turn 1 if such a character exists in the future. Until then, what you'll see, but what we'll have to do is to put down the multis, match a purple, and then go from there. You can also use the plate, break purple, get blue, but we'll see. You'll see it right here. So you've got the Crucifix Power Bomb, deal damage, not too bad amount of damage, and increase your purple gem damage by 245% for 1 turn. Then you've got the Leaping Clothesline, 8 MP blue, so really high charge comparatively, and nothing loads it. Deal damage, choose a 5x5 area to make into multi-gems of strength 11. And then the Lariat Takedown, 5 MP purple, deal damage, make 48 random gems purple. On the Entourage, you're going to need Lawler for 4 MP, plus your turn is 5, plus Santa is 6, so you still need 2 more MP, which would be Jacob Fatu. It doesn't show, but he has 2 more blue MP at 6 silver, 32k, and then he adds 60% to your purple gem damage as well, which leaves you with 1 coaching spot open. I would put Memrock there because that's multi-gems increase their strength by 1, or functionally 100% more damage on those. You could also use Gunther, but again, that's diminishing. And then down from there, use your purple gem damage trainers, including the new Tongaloa. Does some stuff there as well. So this is what we're going to run initially. I will show you this moveset for the 99 MP era, which would be, of course, Matt Hardy and Sherry and, somebody like Gunther, Zombie Gunther here, and it's going to do an insane amount of damage. But this is realistic, and this is what you're going to see after month 1 or month 2 from there. Similar with the plates, there's not a multi that buffs purple plate, and we're not doing a sub, so those multi-plates don't increase anything. So I'm going to keep this like it is. However, I will note this one right here is probably the best move. Your break purple, get blue, because that's going to help you reload your blues. You may need it. He's going to do enough damage. You shouldn't ever need it, but you will probably benefit from this, especially, well, let's just go ahead and add it real quick, especially on that first turn where you don't have 99 MP, because you're going to need to get your purple move loaded. You're going to need a swipe to get there, and there's not a move that creates gems to get there either. So there you are. And then one more time, the ultimate plate, the Bubba Ray specs. You only have 1 purple move that you're activating, which is the move that creates purples. So it'll give it another 50% gem damage from there. But you're not making pyros, you're not making trap gems, you're not making anything that, again, trap gems there. You're not making anything that goes along with these guys right here. So let's see what this one does. This moveset is similar in my mind to Julius Creed's moveset that got nerfed or changed, because you've got to have a midline bonus, maybe even a top line bonus to make this work in feud. But if you do have a top line bonus, you would be pretty darn handy, because that's 5, top line bonus is 3, Santa Hogan is 4 turn. So in a top line bonus, you can use this moveset turn 1. Without it, you're going to need to take a swipe, because it only works for 1 turn, so you don't want to waste it. So you would take a purple swipe, if you had one, to get loaded turn 1. We'll just simulate that. You can see right here, I could also use this 5 match right here to get us going. But let me just show you what it will do once you have it loaded. Keep in mind, top lane bonus or a purple swipe to get this going, and it'll be turn 2. So now you've got your purple gems doing 264k. You're going to make a 5x5 area into purple. Really doesn't matter where you put it, because you're going to make, again, 48 gems into purple from there. Now your multis are times 12, which means every one of those purple gems is doing 3.22 million. And then you're making 48 of them. The multis, of course, the ones doing the big damage for you right there. But 5x5 area is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Oh, my goodness. So 97 million's all, no big deal. Just 97 million. Wow. I love it. All right, but let me show you the same thing with the 99 MP taken account for, right? If we want the 99 MP to, be a factor for it, this is the only time this would work, because you literally need every single one of those trainers and coaches without it. But same moveset. Let's just swap around the entourage a little bit here, and, just to show you what maximum damage you could inflict here. So we'll go to gem modifier. Oops, she was already right there. We'll add on Sherry for multi-gems, go up strength 2. As good as 60% purple is, Matt Hardy is going to be better. Now we're talking really rare people. By the way, Mosh is usually a really good one to use on multi-people, because he creates 5 more, but since you create an area, That does not count. All right, so there's strength 2 again. And then we've got Memrock, so we're good on the multipliers. We'll do a gem damage. And we want purple gems and multi-gems, but your best shot is still Zombie Gunther. Zombie Gunther, who is the best coach in the game, and it's not even a contest. He has won beyond the grave. We use him on almost everybody, it feels like. Well, anybody who has multi-gems, of course, which is a surprising amount nowadays. Yeah, see right here, you could use Tama Tonga. Purple gems do 30%. Moves generate Pyro, though, doesn't affect this. So instead, multi-gems do 60%. You got Memrock. So this is only going to work in the 99 MP era. But of course, if you get him this weekend, or if you get him in the month of, it'll last you for 1 month plus however many weeks are remaining in this MLC. So, only works 99 MP. Don't get twisted on that. I know what we're doing there. I showed it to you the way it works for real. This is just the way it works for funsies. But it is fun. It's very fun. This is my new favorite striker. I know that new characters always have a little shine to them, but times 18 multi-gems. Woo! The drip is losing its significance as it goes. And then you hit all those into purple, and that is a damage of, good lord, 119 plus million. 119 plus million. Yeah, that's that's a lot. That is a lot. All right, let's look at something else. All right, this is the final move set we're going to take a look at here. It's triple black, and these moves don't really play with any of the others. I mean, you're not going to throw out the Pyro or power gems, that is, and then do something that overwrites them with multis and then destroys the whole board, and they just don't flow. But this flows really nicely within itself. The Scoop Power Slam, 3 MP black, deal damage, choose by 1/3 area to swap into black gems, and if the opponent generated at least 4 Pyro gems, then deal 1.42 million damage and make 49 random Pyro gems into power gems of strength 354k, steal the opponent's turn. So anybody this month or last month who's creating Pyro gems, this is the answer to him right here. Roman up against any Pyro gem user is just absolutely going to destroy them. And especially the ones, like your Batista, like your Ilya, like your, a couple of the guys this month who can throw a lot of the board into Pyro gems. This is the answer, which I think is kind of funny because, Roman is the answer to the new bloodline as the original tribal chief. Then you've got the shoulder block, a 4 MP black move, deal damage, and choose 1 column to make into strength of 355 power gems. And the spear, 10 MP black move, deal damage, and choose 9 gems to make into black gems and pin the opponent. So the finisher has a very high charge on it, and you've got a 1/3 with the black gem right here, the Scoop Power Slam. So you're going to match it up a couple times to get to it, but that's the way you're going to play it anyway. So you can do this right here. You've got, if you've got this Undertaker, I do not, then you don't actually need Santa on there. Power gems generated from moves add 50% more damage. Black moves start with 2, which loads your move. If you don't have him, I'm going to use Santa to nerf this for a second. Actually, I'll just take him off entirely here. But I wanted to show you how you could start it this way, where you lay down a column and then lay it down and then do it again. So you just get 1 extra column of power gems this way. Then you've got Undertaker, the one we all have. Power gems add 75% more damage and create 2 more. Then you've got, or 3 more. Power gems do 50% more damage with Mrs. Hall of Fame Bella here. So Santa, if you have him on there with this Undertaker post 99 MP, then what you would be able to do is just lay down 1 more column of gems that are power, then start your 3 and keep going from there. So it just gets 1 extra hit of damage on there. I'm going to put him back because that's why I had him on here for the post 99 MP. Yeah, I just talked myself out of it real quick while I was talking here. So All right, yep, get Santa back on there. That's why I've got him on there. And then without the Undertaker here, you would just run anybody who buffs up your black instead, and you just lose the 50% damage. Then you wouldn't need Santa Hogan, so you could swap out that way as well, so it kind of balances out. Yeah. All right. On the strap and plates, same as before. You could use the mini faces of Foley, but other than that, there's not power gem related. Of course, you can use the drip. You can always use the drip, but nobody has the drip, so it doesn't exist. Anyway. All right. So with Santa, what you're going to do is you're going to lay down one column right here. And let's put it right there because I want to tempt myself not to use that top spot where the greens are going to hit. So now these are doing these are doing 976k damage. Wow. So now you're going to do this, and you're going to avoid making a match of any kind. You just want this to go 1x3. Put that there. You'll notice that does not charge your move again. So you hit this, but that means you've hit all those gems a couple times now. Hit that again. Bam. That's another 7 million each hit. So now you lay down another column here. We'll just keep it right where we got. So now you've got 2 columns. You can still hit this. Your finisher is ready to go, of course. This will be your last hit. So you don't load that column another time. If there were a break black, get black, that would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. So he's got 50 million, and it's not quite gone, but this right here is going to do it. So this will still be in that 50 to 60 million turn 1, and then just make all the black gems you want to make. Bam. But his main utility here is going to be when you go up against the Pyro gem users. So that was a 30 million hit right there, 3 million hit. No, it should have been 30 because we've got so many gems. So, I mean, like I say, still easily hitting over 60 million. The big thing is going to be going up against somebody who does Pyro gems, because then you're going to just absolutely insanely dominate that board. So, that is my breakdown of Roman Reigns, the original tribal chief. He is absolutely insane in so many different ways. He is S+ tier, and he is a super, he's actually the chase this month. Solo is okay. Solo's an okay S+ tier character. I mean, he's good. Don't get me wrong. He's very good. But, this is the guy that you're going after if you can. It's the best Roman in the game by far. Chief of Beasts, Rock and Roman are great, but this is stack them and pin them good. And he is the answer to every single one of the new Bloodline characters, as well as a lot of the ones from last month in the Summer of Champions too. So I hope to get him. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Like this video, subscribe to Champions Chat, and then send this to your friend or faction mate who's going, hey, I saw there was another new Roman in the game. Is he even worth getting? Here's your answer. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Oh.